Hello friends, welcome back to the series of lecture. This is the 24th lecture of this series of Indian Evidence Act. And please take out section 7. Facts which are the occasion, cause or effect, immediate or otherwise, of relevant facts or facts in issue or which constitute the state of things under which they happened or which afforded an opportunity for their occurrence or transaction are relevant. Now you see what terms they are using. They are writing here. अब सेक्शन 6 में आप एक टर्म सेम ट्रांजैक्शन पढ़ चुके हो, उसको भी लिख लेते हैं हम. इफ एनी फैक्ट्स हैपन्स टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द सेम ट्रांजैक्शन देन दैट विल बी रेलिवेंट अंडर सेक्शन 6. अब व्हाट आर द फैक्ट्स विच विल बी रेलिवेंट अंडर सेक्शन 7. सेक्शन 6 में सेम ट्रांजैक्शन हो गया. इन सेक्शन 7 फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दे आर सेइंग ओकेजन, दे आर ऑल्सो सेइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी, देन दे आर सेइंग कॉज, देन इफेक्ट एंड स्टेट ऑफ थिंग्स. अब आपको करना क्या है, जैसे जैसे आप सेक्शंस पढ़ते जाओगे इन टर्म्स का आप लिस्ट बनाते जाओगे, बिकॉज यू हैव टू सी व्हेन एवर ए केस इज गोइंग टू बी डिसाइड यू हैव टू सी द रेलिवेंट फैक्ट्स एंड यू मस्ट नो व्हाट फैक्ट्स आर रेलिवेंट अंडर द वेरियस सेक्शंस. सो दैट लिस्ट यू हैव टू कीप गो ऑन मेकिंग. और अभी तक जो आप मिला लो, इनको कितने हो गए, 1 2 3 4 5 6, टोटल 6 फैक्ट्स you know by now which will be relevant in any case. 6 facts will be relevant till now you have studied under section 6 and 7. अब section 8 भी मिला लोगे तो preparation, motive और conduct ये भी आ जाएगा. तो this 3 will be added, then this 6 plus 3 9. फिर आप section 9 भी मिला लो तो 9 में relationship, time, place etc will come. तो 5-6 terms वहाँ पे भी आ जाएंगे. So in that way every section is providing certain facts which are relevant, and in total when you read all the sections, section 5 to 55, so you may be come across around 60-70 such facts which will be relevant under in a civil or criminal case. And so you have to keep go on these writing and make a list, and you have to keep go on writing the meaning of each of such facts. जैसे कि when will a fact of same transaction will be relevant, the meaning of that is only when that fact is a part of the same transaction and that fact is spontaneous, automatic, natural, undesigned, then that will be relevant. So similarly, when an occasion or opportunity will be relevant, when will be the cause and effect will be relevant, when will be the state of things will be relevant, उसके लिए आप section 7 पढ़ोगे, अपने आप आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. So you read section 7 again. Facts which are the occasion, cause or effect, immediate or otherwise, of relevant facts or facts in issue or which constitute the state of things under which they happened or which afforded an opportunity for their occurrence or transaction are relevant. One by one you have to discuss all of them. First of all, I am taking up. First of all, let us discuss effect. That is a small topic, and after that we will discuss occasion and opportunity. और जब आप occasion and opportunity पढ़ोगे वहीं पर there is a concept called last seen together. That is a very important concept, last seen together theory. When you read the occasion and opportunity, with the opportunity there is another concept associated is called last seen together theory. क्योंकि आरयूसी मर्डर केस में जो तलवार हस्बैंड वाइफ जिनको कन्विक्ट किया गया था अर्लियर, नाउ दे आर गेटिंग द बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट्स, दे गॉट द बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट्स एंड एक्विटेड. बट अर्लियर जब उनको कन्विक्ट किया गया था, इन दैट द मेन रीजन वाज द लास्ट सीन टुगेदर थ्योरी. सो वी हैव टू डिस्कस दैट, बट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द इफेक्ट. सो दे आर सेइंग फैक्ट्स विच आर द ओकेजन, कॉज और इफेक्ट, इमीडिएट और अदरवाइज, of relevant fact or fact in issue. Means any fact which is the effect of the fact in issue or of some relevant fact. Means कोई relevant fact हुआ था जिसका एक effect है कोई और fact, या फिर fact in issue हुआ है उसका कोई एक effect है कोई और fact, तो ये fact भी relevant होगा. Cause and effect. The fact in issue happened, then the effect of that fact in issue because the effect of the fact in issue, some other fact has also happened. For example, in the Santosh Singh case, if we take the fact in issue is hitting with the helmet, and hitting with the helmet, because of it the ribs were broken. Hitting with the helmet was the fact in issue, and the relevant fact is what? Effect is what? The marks found on the body, ribs broken, the marks found on the helmet, and the pieces of the visor found on the spot. So these three things, the fact in issue is the hitting with the helmet, hitting, strangulating, ये सब तो fact in issue है. The hitting with the helmet, and the effect of that hitting is the marks found on the helmet, and also the ribs of the gull was broken, and also the pieces of the visor found on the spot, and no visor found on the helmet. So these three things are the effect of the fact in issue, hitting with the helmet. Therefore, you see the fact in issue is hitting with the helmet, and the effect of that is three effects: visor, which is not found in the helmet now, and the visor found on the spot. Number 2, the ribs of the girl are broken, and number 3, the marks of hitting found on the helmet. These three things, therefore, are the effect of the fact in issue, and hence then be relevant. And then the fact in issue is also that the fight took place between the victim and the accused. The fight which was taken between the victim and accused, and the effect of that is what? Of this helmet से related thing also be that only. The t-shirt of girl being torn. Number 1, the t-shirt of the girl torn. Then the number 2, the wrist of that accused was fractured. The wrist of that man is fractured. अब जब फाइट हुआ था he may have resisted, she may have resisted, जो उसने रजिस्ट किया होगा, फिजिकल फाइट हुआ होगा, उसके कंसिक्वेंस में there is immediate effect. One of when is wrist of the man was fractured, and number 2, the t-shirt of the girl being torn. So these two are the effects of the fact in issue of the fight. Similarly, if we take the fact in issue is the rape, the sexual intercourse, the penile intercourse, the penile penetration he has done, and the effect of that is what? The effect is that the semen found on the private part of the girl, also the undergarment of the girl, and the semen found on the undergarment of the accused. So finding of the semen is the effect of the act of the sexual intercourse, and that is the effect, and therefore the finding of the semen will be are the relevant fact. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? कभी भी कोई क्राइम होगा या फिर सिविल रॉन्ग भी मान लो, अब हो सकता है उस रॉन्ग की वजह से कुछ इफेक्ट हो जो कि पाया जाए. अब जैसे ब्लड वाज फाउंड ऑन द फ्लोर, अब द फाइंडिंग ऑफ द ब्लड इज ऑल्सो द इफेक्ट ऑफ द हिटिंग दैट द accused has done on the spot. So the finding of the blood is also relevant because that is the effect of the hitting that he has done. अब ब्लड उसका ज़्यादा नहीं पाया गया फ्लोर पर because he has not stabbed by something, but the blood was there on the shoulder and back. That seems by hitting. So in that way you see these are the effects of the fact in issue, and that will be therefore is relevant fact. अब ध्यान दीजिए, ये सब आप लिखते रहिएगा. I am not dictating upon this. At times I will dictate, but most of times the examples I will not dictate. उसको आप एग्जाम्पल के फॉर्म में लिखते रहिएगा, और यही आपको काम आने वाला है एविडेंस एक्ट में. तो इसमें मेनली थ्योरी डिक्टेट कराते हैं हम सब्जेक्ट में, बट एग्जाम्पल आई विल नॉट डिक्टेट, बट दीज एग्जाम्पल्स इज द मेन की टू आंसर राइटिंग ऑल्सो एंड टू अंडरस्टैंड द टॉपिक ऑल्सो. अब सिमिलरली सपोज देयर इज अ डेड बॉडी फाउंड इन अ पाउंड, बट नो वाटर इज फाउंड इन द लंग्स ऑफ अ डेड बॉडी. मरने वाले के लंग्स में पानी नहीं पाया गया. What does that mean? The person was killed first and after it the dead body was thrown into the water. क्योंकि अगर व्यक्ति डूब कर मरेगा तो डूब के मरने का की वजह से जब सांस लेने के लिए वो जब मुंह खोलेगा तो विंड पाइप से पानी चला जाएगा, and the lungs में choked, and because of that the person will die. And therefore if उसके lungs में पानी नहीं है means the person was killed somewhere else. But if water is found in the lungs and water that is found is having the same composition as of the water of that pond, means what? That the person has died because of the drowning in that pond. जिस pond में डेड बॉडी पाया गया उसी pond का जो water है वही water उसके lungs में पाया गया, means that person has died due to drowning. But suppose if the water found in the lungs was some other kind of water, the water found in the pond is, suppose it is soft water, and the water found in the lungs was saline water, salty water, means what? Means the person was drowning dead somewhere else in saline kind of water, and then the body was thrown into pond. So all this is related to what? Effect. अगर कोई डूब के मरेगा तो उसके लंग से पानी मिलेगा, बिकॉज दैट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ द ड्राउनिंग. बट कोई अदरवाइज मरेगा और पानी में बॉडी पाया जाए एंड द पर्सन इज नॉट हैविंग द वाटर इनटू द लंग्स, सो दैट वाज नॉट कम्स ड्यू टू ड्राउनिंग. सो इन दिस वे देयर इज सो मेनी काइंड्स ऑफ इफेक्ट्स. सो अभी तक वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द फैक्ट इन इशू. द इफेक्ट इज कमिटेड बाय द फैक्ट इन इशू in the fact in issue. Now let's see the example from the relevant fact. Now Santosh Singh case में, if you remember, he has insisted upon and threatened orderly that you must make my entry and time should be 6. Now suppose this is the register in which the entry was done and time of the various people's entry was there noted. Now suppose point number 1, A person A, उसके आगे ए का सिग्नेचर, फिर उधर लिखा है टाइम 5:30. फिर उसी प्रकार से बी, फिर उसके सिग्नेचर, फिर उसका टाइम लिखा है एंट्री का, देन 3 एंड सो फोर्थ, देन 4, 5, 6, ऐसे करके बहुत लोगों का टाइम लिखा हुआ है. अब लास्ट टाइम ऑफ एंटरिंग इज सपोज 6:10. अब संतोष सिंह था, मान लो उसने लिख दिया चौथा नंबर 6:20. अब संतोष सिंह ने मान लो क्या किया, he has not actually done that. I am creating the story. What he has done is he erases this 20 and overwrited 00. अब overwriting का is this not mark visible? He tries to create the false alibi by entering the time 6 o'clock into the register, and he has done that overwriting. Plus, how can he appear at 6 o'clock when the person before that came at 6:10? So that is the effect of overwriting, or that is the effect of trying to create a false alibi. मीन्स किसी चीज को मिटाकर उसकी जगह लिखते हो या काट कर लिखते हो तो काटने और मिटाने का निशान तो होगा, एंड दैट इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ क्रिएटिंग द फॉल्स एलिबाई. अब क्रिएटिंग अ फॉल्स एलिबाई इज अ रेलिवेंट फैक्ट. क्रिएटिंग अ फॉल्स एलिबाई इज नॉट ए फैक्ट इन इशू, इट इज ए रेलिवेंट फैक्ट. और द मार्क ऑफ इरेजिंग और द ओवरराइटिंग का मार्क, that mark is the effect of that conduct, and therefore that effect will also be relevant under section 7. So that is cause effect. Now similarly another example take. अब मान लो दो लोगों के बीच एक झगड़ा हुआ, खूब गुत्था हुई, फाइट हुई, एक के शर्ट का बटन टूट गया, एक का कॉलर फट गया, एक के कपड़े छिछड़े उठ गए, एंड सो फोर्थ. अब इनकी सिचुएशन आप विजुलाइज कर लीजिए. अब जो कपड़े फट गए वहीं पर खून का निशान, घसीटने के निशान, चेहरे पे खरोंच का निशान. व्हाट वाज ऑल दैट? दैट वाज अ फैक्ट. सो दैट विल आल्सो बी रेलिवेंट बिकॉज फैक्ट इन इशू इज द फाइट, एंड द effect of that is the marks found on the body. So the marks on the clothes, on the ground, blood on the ground, so that marks is the effect, and that will also be relevant. Marks on body, clothes, torn clothes, button torn, that is all effect. So कभी भी आपको relevant fact check करना है तो आपको कभी भी अगर fact in issue पता है या relevant fact and उसके consequence में if you find there is some effect because of the relevant fact or fact in issue, then you will say that effect will also the relevant fact. अब next you see the occasion and opportunity. अब सबसे पहले तो आप ओकेजन समझो. ओकेजन का हिंदी क्या है आपके पास अगर डिग्लॉट है तो उसमें देखिए. अपॉर्चुनिटी तो अवसर है, and occasion is प्रसंग. अब you see कोई एक परिस्थिति आप सोचो, जैसे कोई जंगल है, फॉरेस्ट के पास एक रोड जा रहा है और यहाँ पर एक मकान है in which a person resides. अब ये जो मकान है that is isolated out of the city, that is an isolated house that is out of the city. There is no other habitation around the house and that is almost in pure jungle. Now suppose a man A resides in this house alone. Of this situation, A resides in this house alone, and the house being in a jungle, in an isolated place, and there is no other habitation around the house. That is a prasang, that is an occasion. Occasion का मतलब है कि वैसी परिस्थिति जिसको कोई अवसर के रूप में इस्तेमाल कर ले. Occasion is a circumstance which can be used as an opportunity by a person. Occasion is a circumstance that can be used as an opportunity by a person. अब suppose in this case, one fine day, it was raining very heavily in the evening and it is little bit dark. शाम को अंधेरा है and it is very very heavy rain. And the person B comes and knock the door of the house and B पूरी तरह से भीगा हुआ है. B is totally wet. और B ने आकर घर की घंटी बजाई, डोर नॉक किया. Now suppose A was a retired army person, he is brave also and he is staying alone. Now he opened the door and he found B. B told him that my car is broken down and I don't have anything to go. And would you please allow me to wait for a while in your house until the rain stops? Now suppose A was a bit forward looking kind of person. He said, why not? You come inside the house. He took B inside the house and then he gave on his own dresses to B. B changed the dresses and after that A offered some brandy to him and some liquor to him and they both have liquor in the house. After that rain did not stop and then A said that कि तुम यहीं पर सो जाओ and in tomorrow morning you will go and B also get ready for that. And there were 2 rooms in the house. In one room B sleeps and one room A sleeps and the interconnecting door was open. The 2 rooms were there and due to the over liquoring they have not locked the interconnecting door. Now in the morning everything was missing in the house and B is also missing in the house. What is this? The occasion was there that A was alone staying in the house. It was raining on that day. That was the prasang, that was the circumstance कि ए अकेला रहता था, उस आइसोलेटेड प्लेस पर रहता था और उस दिन शाम को बहुत बारिश हो रही थी और उस परिस्थिति को बी ने अवसर में कन्वर्ट किया. रिंग किया उसने बेल, अंदर गया, अंदर बैठ कर लेकर पिया, उसके बाद वहीं खाना खाकर सो गया. सो इन दैट वेज ही कन्वर्टेड दैट इनटू एन अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड देयर अपॉन बी किल्ड ए. सो इन दिस वे दैट occasion is paristhiti and opportunity is carved out from that occasion. So occasion is paristhiti or circumstance and opportunity is something which you carve out from the circumstance to commit a particular wrong. अब जैसे IUC मर्डर केस में अब फिलहाल तो वो एक्विटल हो गया बट जो एविडेंसेस का कंसीडरेशन किया है कोर्ट ने जब कन्विक्शन किया था तो वो तो सेम रहेगा. बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट्स मिल गया, दैट इज डिफरेंट थिंग. तो जो कंसीडरेशन किया था एविडेंसेस का ट्रायल कोर्ट ने, व्हाट वाज द ओकेजन दैट दीज 4 पर्सन्स लिविंग इन द सेम हाउस एंड द हाउस वाज लॉक्ड फ्रॉम इनसाइड. दैट वाज द ओकेजन एंड द मदर एंड फादर टुक दैट एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू किल द हेमराज एंड RUC. सो ओकेजन वाज दैट दे आर स्टेइंग इन द हाउस एंड द हाउस वाज लॉक्ड फ्रॉम इनसाइड. इट वाज नाइट एंड नो वन around to see anything and the key of the room of the RUC is remained with the mother and the father. RUC का जो रूम था वो ऑटोमेटिक लॉक सिस्टम के साथ था. अगर दरवाजा बंद हो गया, बंद कर दिया, किसी ने खींच दिया तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली लॉक हो जाता था अंदर से. तो या तो जो अंदर है वो ही खोल सकता है या फिर किसी के पास चाबी हो तो वो बाहर से खोल सकता है और चाबी माँ बाप के पास रहती थी. और सिस्टम ये था कि RUC अंदर से बंद कर लेती थी रात को. अगर डोर को बंद कर दिया तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली लॉक हो जाएगा और बाहर से अगर फादर मदर को अंदर आना है दे यूज द की टू ओपन द डोर. सो दैट वाज आल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ द ओकेजन. और उसी का फ़ायदा उठाया। बाई ओपनिंग द डोर दे वेंट इनसाइड एंड दे किल्ड, इफ़ यू बिलीव दैट दे किल्ड। बट मेनली तो हम एविडेंसेस के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट अबाउट that they killed or not, whether they should be acquitted or convicted. That is a different thing. We are talking about what would be the predictions and what are the evidences. So I hope you understand what is broadly mean the occasion and opportunity. Now let's see one more example. There is a house. अब इस मकान में there are 2 floors. अब टॉप फ्लोर पर उस पर लैंडलेडी मालकिन रहती है, और नीचे वाले फ्लोर पर द लिविंग रूम, ड्राइंग रूम, किचन एक्सेट्रा आर देयर, डाइनिंग हॉल एक्सेट्रा आर देयर. Kitchen, dining and living room, they are on the ground floor, and on the top floor there are 2 rooms, out of which one room the owner of the house is living, the lady, she used to live there. अब इस हाउस में there is automatic door. ऑटोमेटिक डोर में क्या होता है कि ऊपर जो लैंडलेडी है उधर ऊपर से बटन दबाओ वो खुल जाएगा, जो भी आना चाहे अंदर आ जाओ, और वापस गया तो वो दरवाज़ा बंद हो जाएगा. So that kind of a door. अब there is a milkman who is coming into the morning with some milk and meat to deliver that house daily. And the system was that he daily came and rang the bell in the morning, and whoever is there near the button, when A or C is near the button, they will press the button. The door opens and he came inside and he kept the milk and the button, and thereafter he go out and lock the door. जैसे ही वो बाहर जाएगा डोर ऑटोमेटिकली लॉक होगा, and that sound will be produced. One day what happened was, in the house there were 2 persons living, one the owner lady and the other the maid servant. One fine day the owner lady was not there, she had gone to church. The owner was not there in the morning, she had gone to the church. So the maid servant was alone there in the house. Now this maid servant was actually cleaning the room of the owner. Owner का कमरा साफ कर रही थी. अब she found a gown in the room. She wore that gown, owner's gown, and she puts a necklace also. अब उसके ठीक पहले क्या हुआ कि this lady heard the sound of the bell and she pressed the button and the door opened, and believing that it was the milkman because the time was the same, so she did not go down. A milkman came inside, and after that the sound of the door shutting came, means she thought that he had gone, and after that sound came, she wore the gown and wore the necklace and stand before the mirror and say how beautiful I am. Utter the words that how beautiful I am. This maid lady is saying to herself that how beautiful I am. So later on this owner lady came into the house and she finds that several things are missing, and she suspected the maid servant because she was only alone in the house. And when she was asked that the milkman came, then she said that his milkman came, he kept the milk and mutton and gone because the door is shut. And then the only person left is her, and so she was alone, so she would tried and convicted for the theft. अब इसमें बताओ the fact that she was alone in the house. At that point of time she was alone in the house. Is it not an occasion? And will it not give the opportunity to any third person, maybe it the servant itself, or to any third person, to get into the house and commit the theft? So that is occasion and opportunity. Now after conviction, she came out of the jail and she was moving on the road, and then that milkman came and he came close to her and utters in her ear that says to in her ear that how beautiful I am. अब एक्चुअली इस स्टोरी में हुआ क्या था, ये मिल्कमैन कभी बाहर निकला ही नहीं. अब उसने जो दरवाज़ा खोला है वो अंदर आया, और अंदर आकर उसने सारा चेक किया कि ये है कहाँ मेड, और चेक किया तो उसने देखा कि वो गाउन वाउन पहन रही है. तो ही फाउंड एन अपॉर्चुनिटी and he took away the things. Maybe thereafter he opened the door and silently locked the door, or maybe the lady not heard the sound of the door. So it is the milkman who had committed the theft, not the lady. Because how did he know that she is uttering that how beautiful I am? क्योंकि उस टाइम कमरे में तो कोई था नहीं. So this is the occasion. Occasion of what? That she was busy in her own. She had opened the door, and that is the occasion which the milkman converted into the opportunity to commit the theft. तो उसी को आप बोलते हैं occasion, और उसी से अवसर या opportunity उत्पन्न होता है. अब मान लो आप रात में गाड़ी लेकर जाते हो सुनसान रास्ते पे रात के 1-2 बजे, और वो जंगल वाला रास्ता है, तो वो एक ओकेज़न हो गया कि आप डेली वहीं से जाते हो या फिर उस दिन जा रहे हो पर्टिकुलर, तो वो ओकेज़न हो गया. अब उधर जो लुटेरों का गैंग है, किसी ने एक ने मेंबर है जो उसने 50 किलोमीटर पहले उसने देख लिया गाड़ी को और बता दिया आगे जो 50 किलोमीटर बाद है कि कोई गाड़ी आ रही है. उसमें फिर वो उसके जो अदर गैंग मेंबर्स हैं ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन उत्पन्न कर देते हैं, एक्सीडेंट कर देते हैं, पत्थर रख देंगे उसको और उसको लूट लेंगे. सो दैट वाज द ओकेजन की गाड़ी जा रही है उधर से, और उन्होंने उससे एक अपॉर्चुनिटी को उत्पन्न कर लिया और लूट और रॉबरी करी उधर. या फिर कोई बीच में ढाबे पर रुका या होटल पर रुका, तो वो स्पॉट कर लेते हैं कि व्हाट दैट पर्सन इज हैविंग विद हिम. सो स्टॉपिंग ऑफ द कार एट द ढाबा, गोइंग फ्रॉम देयर, दैट वाज द ओकेजन, and the stocking things, that is the opportunity which they have carved out from the occasion. Read section again. Facts which are the occasion, cause or effect, immediate or otherwise, of relevant facts or facts in issue, or which constitute the state of things under which they happened or which afforded an opportunity for their occurrence or transaction are relevant. ये फैक्ट हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, ओकेजन एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी, इसमें लास्ट सीन थ्योरी देखेंगे. देन स्टेट ऑफ थिंग और कॉज. जब कॉज हम डिस्कस करेंगे दैट विल एट देयर वी विल डिस्टिंग्विश इट विद मोटिव, देन प्रिपरेशन एंड इंटेंशन ऑल्सो. जैसे ही आप कॉज में जाओगे दैट विल बी द लास्ट टॉपिक. देयर ओनली वी विल गेट इनटू मोटिव एंड प्रिपरेशन, दैट इज सेक्शन 8, and we would distinguish there. Now come back to the topic occasion. So write down first. Occasion is a set of naturally existing circumstances in which the wrong was committed. Occasion gives the platform for the commission of the offense, and occasion gives rise to the opportunity to commit an offense to the accused. We had already discussed how the occasion and opportunity are related. Now in this we would discuss one more example, that is Nirbhaya gang rape case that was in 2012. What was the occasion? अब इसको चाहो तो आप state of things से भी relate कर सकते हो. Occasion was the victim and her friend, means the boy and girl, was waiting at the bus stop for a bus, and there was a private bus in which they got into, and without thinking much they get into the bus because that was normal routine there of private buses. So that was the occasion wherein other circumstances are what, that all these people inside the bus, they were drinking already. The situation was that they were drunk, there was woman in the bus, there was no other passenger in the bus, and these two passengers got into the bus. So that was the occasion, and that gave the opportunity to the crime what have they have the accused has committed. So this is the occasion wherein these two people got into the bus, and the bus being a private bus, it was not a government bus, and plus not meant for transporting the passenger, plus no other passenger being in the bus, and these people, the accused, were always drinking, and still they get into the bus, and that becomes the occasion that gives the opportunity to commit the crime. उसी तरीके से आप किसी भी क्राइम का एग्जाम्पल ले लो, इस तरीके के क्राइम्स का, you will find that there is some platform in which the crime is committed. That platform, that bedrock is the occasion which gave rise to the opportunity For example, say a person is having a 2000 rupees bundle in his pocket and he is roaming, going to the market, and people are seeing that bundle in his pocket, and suppose he went to some isolated place. So that is an occasion that he is roaming around and manifesting and showing your currency notes to the people, and then you are going to an isolated place. That is an occasion that may give rise to an opportunity to a person to commit the offense. Or maybe not go to the isolated place in a crowded place, that will give occasion to the pickpocketers to commit the crime and pick the pocket. अब अपॉर्चुनिटी मतलब क्या? जो माहौल है, जो परिस्थिति है, उसमें आपने एक अवसर उत्पन्न किया या फिर अवसर मिल गया आपको कि आप क्राइम कर सको। जैसे सपोज किसी ने कहा उस व्यक्ति से कि आप चाय पियोगे, उसने कहा हाँ चाय पी लेंगे, तो चाय पिया, उसको पीने के लिए ले गया साथ में और ले जाकर चाकू लगा दिया और उससे बंडल ऑफ नोट्स ले लिया। सो व्हाट इज दैट? That robbery has been committed because of the occasion that he was roaming around with the bundle of notes to such a place, and due to that an opportunity is carved out by the accused against the victim so as to rob the victim. So these kind of examples we can think of occasion and opportunity. Now let's compare the occasion and state of thing. अब जैसे निर्भया केस था उसी के बारे में अगर हम बात करें, ओकेजन वाज दैट दे गॉट इनटू द बस एंड इट वाज 8:30 के आसपास का टाइम था. इट वाज नॉट वेरी लेट. आफ्टर द मूवी दे गॉट इनटू द बस एंड इट वाज नॉट वेरी लेट. ओकेजन वाज दैट दे गॉट इनटू द बस एंड द बस वाज एम्प्टी एक्सेप्ट द एक्यूज्ड एक्सेट्रा. अब व्हाट इज द स्टेट ऑफ थिंग? अब state of thing is basically a set of circumstances which exist continuously over a period of time. Occasion is one instance. Occasion is one instance. एक घटना, एक परिस्थिति. State of thing is समूह of परिस्थितियाँ, एक group of परिस्थिति. अब इस केस में मुनिरका और द्वारका के करीब 8:38 p.m. normally the traffic becomes less and on that road private बस ज़्यादा होती थी और गवर्नमेंट बसेस की संख्या कम होती थी उस समय. अब उस टाइम नॉर्मल रूटीन क्या रहता था प्राइवेट बसेस का? जो स्कूल वगैरह की प्राइवेट बसेस रहती थी वो नॉर्मल रूटीन के अलावा, जो स्कूल टाइमिंग के अलावा, वो प्राइवेट बसेस को यूज़ करते थे टू कलेक्ट मनी फ्रॉम द पैसेंजर्स. So that became the kind of practice at that time, and the people will not hesitating to get into these private buses, and these private buses are having the black glasses, so the things from outside is not visible. So that was the state of thing which was existed between the Dwarka, Munirka and all those areas, that those private bus were flying and people used to board these buses and people pay money for that. So that was the state of things. But on that day, the occasion was that these people boarded that bus wherein no other passenger was there, and they come across those accused who were drinking, etc. State of thing is continuously existing set of circumstances. But occasion is one incident, one instance, one circumstance, and state of thing is set of circumstances. Occasion is one instance out of those circumstances. State of things इस एग्जाम्पल में उस तरीके की बस फ्लाई करती थी, दौड़ती थी और लोग उसमें चढ़ते थे. ओकेजन उस दिन का ये था कि बस में उस दिन कोई नहीं था और ये दोनों अकेले थे और उसमें चढ़ गए, और अक्यूज्ड ऑलरेडी ड्रिंक कर रहे थे और वो दे आर हैवीली ड्रंक. सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ए स्टेट ऑफ थिंग्स एंड ओकेजन. अब एक और एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. मान लो एक गांव है, उधर एक साधु बाबा आए और रोज उनका प्रवचन चल रहा है. मान लो कोई भागवत सप्ता हो रही है. सो एवरी इवनिंग ही डू सम प्रवचन इन द फील्ड आउटसाइड द विलेज, एंड ऑल द विलेजर्स, द लेडीज एक्सेट्रा, all the ladies cook their food etc, and they all go to this for this pravachan. for Mahatma. Now this is the state of things, wherein for a few weeks, maybe few days, where the village is empty towards the evening. Why? Because all the peoples are going to listen the pravachan. So many of them even not lock their doors also. So that is the state of things. अब मान लो one fine day a thief comes. Now what is the occasion? That there is no one in the village, the houses are open, and he commit theft. And he found an opportunity out of the occasion that there was no one in the village, and he committed theft. So the state of things is the daily existing circumstances, occasion, that when the day when the incident was happened, occasion, the day when the incident was happened. On that day, what was the state of circumstances? And an opportunity has been carved out of the occasion. That is the relationship between the occasion and state of things. अब जरूरी नहीं है कि हर ओकेजन के लिए कोई स्टेट ऑफ थिंग्स एग्जिस्ट करे. अब जरूरी नहीं है कि स्टेट ऑफ थिंग होगा तभी ओकेजन होगा. अब जैसे वो पॉकेट में पैसे लेके जा रहा था, अब वहां पर कोई ऐसा स्टेट ऑफ थिंग्स नहीं था कि वो रोज रुपये लेके जाता था. देयर वॉज ओनली वन इंसिडेंट, so there was no existing state of things as such, but occasion certainly was there, and that was converted into an opportunity to commit a crime. Write down: state of things is a set of certain existing circumstances. State of thing is a set of certain existing circumstances over a period of time. Over a period of time. There is a continuity of these circumstances. There is a continuity of these circumstances, and the state of things may give rise to the occasion wherein the crime may be committed. The state of things adds credibility or trustworthiness or believability to certain facts which may have happened in those circumstances. Next paragraph. State of things is a continuously existing set of circumstances, whereas occasion is one instance out of those circumstances. It is also not necessary for occasion that there must be some set of things. Rather, an occasion can exist on its own for only one instance also. Rather, an occasion can exist on its own for only one instance also. So that's the relation between the state of things and the occasion, and the occasion can exist its own without at a particular instance without the state of things also. It is not necessary that state of things must be exist for an occasion. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you for watching lecture. In the next lecture we would see the continue with the last scene together theory and continue this topic of occasion and opportunity.